there. So today we're on the move and heading south of Amersfoort because I want to show you guys the Netherlands' only abandoned theme park. So the reason why I wanted to visit this theme park is because abandoned spaces in the Netherlands are pretty hard to come by, which is actually a great thing. The country is very densely populated, and the Dutch are known for their efficient use of space and repurposing old abandoned buildings into something new. But with that said, I still love to revisit history through abandoned places, so I'm super excited to explore this one with you all today. In the middle of the Dutch countryside, you'll find Land van Ut, which was once a whimsical theme park for children, but today the echoes of laughter and joy are buried beneath moss-covered buildings and former attractions. The theme park opened its gates in 1989 with a mission to build a place where children weren't just spectators, but active participants in an ever-changing story. Here, the children were the masters of this world and even received passports upon entry, while the parents just became servants to their wants and needs. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the Dutch are amazing at repurposing things, so the park grounds have actually been turned into this beautiful park where you can freely walk or bike through. Just be sure to avoid the apparently aggressive wild rooster and pay the guards accordingly. And something that's actually super cool here is that you can actually walk along these trails and visit the different structures that were in the park. And so what's super interesting is that in the Netherlands, theme parks were originally very intertwined with nature. They weren't really big on roller coasters or super flashy attractions, but instead relied on the imagination of the children that visited. And so here you can really see that, like, with the different attractions dispersed around this park, that even now they seem to be very intertwined with nature still, and it's pretty cool. And behind me, I realized that these signs actually will tell you where certain attractions are. So we saw a sign up near the front because we were having a little trouble finding the castle. And yeah, once I put my phone up to the barcode, it like showed where to find it. So if you guys come down here, it's like a really cool trail to take that will show you little bits of history. So you would think that because this is kind of like such a fairy tale place for kids, like if you look around, it just looks magical. The like forest area around here, and I can especially imagine like back in the day that like these like soldiers in the castle like didn't look creepy, but actually was probably really fun for kids. So then you have to think, why was it abandoned? So like I mentioned, originally theme parks were built around nature, and there weren't these like flashy attractions or roller coasters to entertain people. But eventually people wanted that. The shows just weren't cutting it anymore, and so they started getting less and less visitors already. But then in 1999, something really terrible happened. So they used to have these performances with knights, and at this one performance, there was like 2,600 people attending, so it was pretty big. And it was a routine night show where the winning knight had to drive a sword into the sand next to the losing knight's head. But instead of putting the sword through the sand, the winning knight ended up accidentally killing the losing knight by putting the sword into his skull. And so, needless to say, not too many people wanted to visit after that. So in 2007, the park finally closed down. And so I'm also super interested to know if any of you guys have actually been here when it was open and your thoughts on it. For me, I know that like what I heard about it is that it was a theme park just for kids, and adults were kind of like a second thought at this place. And so I don't think that I would enjoy it now. Maybe I would have enjoyed it as a kid though. But yeah, I think that that's probably one of the reasons why it didn't do as well as its counterpart, because I don't know if you all know this, but the same guy who founded this place was actually the director of Efteling. Efteling opened its doors in 1952 as an amusement park celebrating Dutch fairy tales and folklore. As the largest amusement park in the Netherlands, it's often compared to Disneyland, and I can definitely see that, although there are some key differences. The first thing that I notice is that, like everything in the Netherlands, this park is structured so well. The way that it flows seems to also facilitate a sort of population control, where attractions with lines are interspersed with walkthrough experiences. So nothing ever felt overcrowded, and the lines for rides were pretty reasonable. And so I found myself really enjoying all the space around me. And this is something that I'm not used to in American theme parks. And of course, we had to stop off for a stroopwafel ice cream, but then headed into one of the restaurants for a real meal. So we just stopped at Fabula to eat, and it was so cute. We just saw some viewers at the front of the cafe. And so if you are watching, you did make my day. Yeah, this restaurant was really cool because they have gluten-free and lactose-free options. So I was able to get a cod, rice, and veggie bowl, which was really nice. And then what did you get? Camera to you. You're taller than what I have.
I got an ocean burger. Oh, an ocean burger. Ocean burger.
I don't know if they can hear us. The music's loud. Oh yeah, something that's really nice that we've noticed here is that the music is really good. What else have we noticed? I've also noticed that, like I was telling you guys for, that's not focused on me. So like I was telling you guys for the abandoned theme park, how theme parks were originally intertwined with nature. It's pretty similar with Efteling. Like everywhere that you walk, the paths are so beautiful, especially because it's fall right now. So we're getting the like orange and red leaves as we're like walking through these like already really beautiful attractions. Every place in the theme park here is like a different theme. So they'll have like a medieval theme. This restaurant looks like it's like a safari theme, which is really cool. Type playground back there, and it looks like you can like eat and play at the same time, which is really nice. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. How do you like it? Hold on. You like it?
I like it too. I enjoy it.
Oh yeah, so we saw your mascot here. Yeah, I'm not sure what his name is, but he looks exactly like Mickey Mouse. So that's super interesting. Okay, so his name is Merry Magic Jester. Oh, no, his name is Pardos. Am I saying that right? You can correct me in the comments if I'm not. Pardos, interesting. And yeah, I can't wait to see more. So we started the day with an abandoned theme park and are ending it with one that has survived time. It was really interesting for me to compare the history of these two parks and see their many similarities and how minor things affected their fate. Anyways, I hope you really like this kind of video because I look forward to discovering more cool things around the Netherlands to show you all. But yeah, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!